What's up guys, it's Ellyiot, and today we have an app review on MSXII's Lo-Fly Dirt. Alright, so in case you don't know, let me give you a quick background about MSXII. MSXII is a sound design company that creates sound kits for music creators like you and myself. Their whole thing is creating that vintage vibe. And they do that by using vintage mics, synths, samplers, and a whole bunch of other analog gear. Given their background, it only makes sense for them to come out with an app like Lo-Fly Dirt. Lo-Fly Dirt is an effects unit which can be used as an audio effects unit within various apps like Beatmaker 3, Audio Bus, Cubasis, and more. This app will add a bit of color, punch, dirt, and grittiness to your sound. To apply that, it's as simple as it gets. Over here, you have a dry and wet knob which increases and decreases the amount of color you wish to add. A mode button which enables you to select 6 of these different modes that give you a different sound and texture. Now I've created a drum loop in Beatmaker 3, which we will now run through Lo-Fly Dirt. Let's go ahead and see what these different modes sound like. As you heard, each mode definitely has its own unique sound. How you apply it is totally up to you. Everyone will have their own preference when deciding to use which mode for what. For myself, I like to use different modes on certain instruments. On my drums, I love adding the 1200 mode because it gives my drums some extra punch and a little bit of that crunchiness. For my keys, the 8-bit mode gives it that lo-fi sound, and it also adds a lot more character. And for my bass, the default mode gives it that extra bit of punch and boost when needed. Here's how it sounds with all the effects added. Now let's hear what it sounds like with all the lo-fi effects turned off. What a difference, right? That's just one way on how this app can be so useful. Let's check something else out. The 404 mode in particular is really dope because it acts as a vinyl simulator. Let me show you something that I saw on MSX Audio's Twitter page. As you can see, I have Lo-Fi added to one of my auxiliary channels. The 404 mode is selected with the dry and wet knob increased a bit. Now when I start playing with the fader, you will start to hear the vinyl simulation come through. This is a cool trick if you want to have that vinyl sound added to your whole overall track. And having this particular effect added to my aux channel gives you more flexibility to play with the levels. Now before we wrap this up, let's add this effect to my track and finish this off. Now you're probably wondering, would I recommend this app? The answer is pretty easy for me, and that's a yes. What I love about this app is its simplicity. It does exactly what it's supposed to do and nothing else. It's a great tool to have in the toolbox, and I could see a lot of people finding this useful, no matter what style of music you make. It's only $5 and it's also available on the iPhone. Also, from what I know, this app is only available on iOS devices and will not be available as a VST for your Mac or PC in the near future. I really don't have anything bad to say, but I did notice one quirk. When I save a session with the Lo-Fly effect added, and then go to reopen it, audibly, everything remains the same, but visually, all of my settings are gone. So I wasn't sure if this had something to do with Lo-Fly or with Beatmaker 3. So I tested the same thing in Cubasis and the results were still the same. Now it's not that big of a deal, but it can be an issue if you wanted to go back and do some minor tweaks to your original settings. But other than that, this app is dope. In this video, I showed you 2 examples of what you can do, but really, you can do so much more. I highly recommend experimenting and playing around with it, because who knows what else you can discover. Anyways, just go cop that shit. Alright, so I hope you guys have made your decision or have a better idea of what this app is about. And because I really want you guys to try out this app, I'm going to gift this app to 2 people. Just leave a comment below or hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. And I'm going to randomly select 2 people to win the app. Alright y'all, thanks for watching. Until the next one, peace.